Okay, it's your boy Slumber Joe. Don't know why I did that. I'm not really good at public speaking. I get pretty nervous. But yeah, people have asked me questions and I'm really happy they actually did. Just people get to know me a little better, my fans or followers, whatever you want to call them, my friends, just people who don't know me. First question was from my sister. I'm gonna tag their ats at the bottom. I don't feel like butchering everybody's Instagram name, so her first question was, what is the best advice for someone learning an instrument self-taught? My best advice for that is to just try. Like, simply just get whatever instrument you're thinking of doing and stop procrastinating, stop putting it off, stop making excuses why you can't do it, and just try. Just try your best. There's so many useful. Sorry, my lips are chapped. I don't know why. Oh, they're just dry. But there's so many useful resources around you. I mean, you have people, you have YouTube, the entire internet. I mean, it goes on. There's Guitar Center. I'm not shouting out my own store. I'm just saying. There's music stores. There's just a lot of places you can utilize resources and gather things to help you self-teach yourself, because it's not easy. But nothing's easy. Nothing in life that's a reward or considered a talent or considered unique is easy, right? Or else everybody would do it. So just try, and if you fall in love with it, it'll come fast. I mean, I fell in love with music and guitar, and guitar was my first, like, wow, like, I'm really in love with this, and I just never stopped doing it, and it never has felt like, like I have to force it upon myself. Sometimes songs are really hard. I'm learning a really hard piece or something, and then yeah, I have to kind of force myself, like, come on, just do it. Stop complaining that it's too fast or too this, too whatever. So yeah, just like I said, just try, and if it doesn't work out, it's no big deal. There's hundreds of different instruments in the world. There's got to be one for you. So that's my advice on that. The next one, I'm gonna lick my lips right now because they're dry. I'm sorry. The next one, like I said, I'm gonna tag his name at the bottom. He asked, how do you honor your dad's legacy of music? Deep question, big deal question. Well, some of you don't know, but my dad passed 2018, September 19th. Same day Jimi Hendrix passed. I don't know, man. He might have planned that one because, I mean, come on. But yeah, my dad, he always played guitar growing up. Since I was a baby, like, I remember him playing guitars. This was the room I'm in right now was his music room, and he had tons of music equipment everywhere and guitars and whatnot. And but it was always interesting to hear. It always made me smile. I'd just be sitting there, just smiling the entire time he'd play. But I never thought I would do it, or I would decide to, just, hey, you know what? I think I want to do this one day. But I happened to do it, and for me, that's like, he'd always tell me how happy he is, and I'm carrying on his passion, and that in itself, for me, is like honoring him every time I play, every time I'm just getting better and growing as a musician. I know he's just sitting there like, that's my boy. So I honor him by just playing in his name and playing it because I love it. I do this for myself, really, and I appreciate all the support and people's compliments and all that kind of stuff, but I do it because I love it, and that's just the bottom line. There's not enough money that could make me do this over, like, just loving it in itself. I wasn't getting paid forever, you know what I mean, before. So but it is nice, don't get me wrong. If you can get paid for what you love doing and it's considered work, it's not really work. So yeah, so just playing in his name, I definitely feel like I honor him by doing that, and just trying to be a good example as a person to others. So that's that. So those are those two questions, and then there's another. I took screenshots. Let's see. So my other friend, Elizabeth, asked, could you give me some singing tips, please? First of all, I mean, I barely considered myself a singer just recently. Before, I was just like, I can sing a bit. But now I feel like I'm at the level where I can sing. Like, I don't think I'm just kind of like messing around. Like, I take it pretty serious. And the best advice I can give to that for singing tips is just, don't be afraid to mess up. Don't be afraid to, try to hit that note. Even if you're alone and, you have the privacy, some people don't. Like, I have a lot of privacy in terms of my own room. I can sing right now loud if I wanted to. Oh, I was going to do it, didn't you? But, yeah, just don't be afraid to mess up, and don't be afraid to try new things. Like, you hear something different that a singer's doing, like a singer's scatting, or a singer's, like, the way they're pronouncing certain words, the dialect of tone, all that kind of stuff. Just if you like it, try it. I mean, it doesn't hurt to try. And if you don't feel like it fits you, then maybe it doesn't. But get people's opinions and just sing with confidence. That's a huge tip, I think. I mean, I've heard that from a lot of people. What I would sing, or I'd be like, I can't hit the note even before I hit it, and they'd be like, dude, you can hit it. You're doubting yourself, so your brain's already like, nah, don't even do it. It's like lifting weights and all that kind of stuff too. You lift weights and you're like, oh, this looks way too heavy. You're mentally already not there, so you need to already visualize yourself doing it, in order to make it happen. So everybody says that the first step to accomplishing something is visualizing it, like seeing it through, seeing your future, and telling yourself like, there's gonna be me in a month. So yeah, so just that kind of stuff. And like, find your voice. Everybody's different. I mean, I like a lot of different singers. I mean, I'm pretty sure, I think there's a question about that, so I'm not gonna shoot some names right now, but yeah, just like I said, just find your voice, and then take influence off other people. That would be a big singing tip. And then also just breathing. Man, the difference is when you get to catch a good breath before a hard note is like night and day. So just controlling your breathing, and then probably warming up. I mean, I didn't do that for a while, but when I started to try to sing harder songs, I was like, man, warming up is like, makes such a difference if you know how to do it right. And there's tons of YouTube videos of like little scales, even just simple scale stuff, or like, that kind of stuff. Drink tea, don't drink dairy. Like all that stuff really does make a difference, especially if you're a person who likes to sing in like the high register kind of range. Because my voice is not high speaking, but I tend to sing in a pretty high range because that's just where I like my voice to be. So yeah, I would say those are my tips. Next question was, I think I might have skipped it. Let me go back to the photo. Oh, this was a few of them. So what is your favorite solo? Jeez, that is hard. Favorite solo. Okay, favorite, man, that's a tough one. I don't know if I could pick that, but one of them for sure is Megadeth, Tornado of Souls. If you have not heard that guitar solo, it is like one of the most melodic, like, oh my god, the whole solo is just ridiculous. The whole song is ridiculous, but that solo, I remember, like, although it's like a metal solo, it's very melodic and has a lot of feeling in it. That for sure is one of my favorite solos. That one, obviously, and then top of my head right now, I really can't think about it, man. I'll be straight up. A Little Wing, the whole SRV Little Wing cover. That whole song is technically like a solo, and it's just, he tears it up. I mean, there's so much feeling and tone in that damn song. It makes me just want to explode. So that one for sure too. I can't think of any more top of my head, but I kind of wanted to jump at these questions like in the moment. So I'll go to the next question. It was my top 5 guitar players. Easily number 1 is Stevie Ray Vaughan. I mean, when I first heard him, I was blown away. I was like, dude, this guy, his accuracy on guitar, his tone, his everything, his phrasing was just like mind blowing. Like I couldn't even handle it. Like I was just hearing it like what? I didn't even like Stratocasters, which is, some of you don't know, is like a certain guitar. I have one, but I don't feel like going in the case. But it's like the most iconic guitar. Everybody has seen one before, and I didn't like them. I was like, oh, they're so like common. Everybody has one. They look like toys. And I heard the tone you can get with SRV's tone. I was like, oh my god, I need a Strat, because I was all about like Les Pauls and Gibsons and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely Stevie Ray Vaughan. I don't know if this is in order necessarily, but just top 5: Stevie Ray Vaughan. I would say Joe Bonamassa. That guy, oh my god, he rips. He just rips. He's got so much tone and technicality to his playing, and his overall playing is just unbelievable. If you haven't looked him up, Joe Bonamassa, look him up, and I promise you will not be disappointed. I would say Eric Gales for sure. Eric Gales, man, that guy kills too. Plays left-handed upside down. He plays a right-handed guitar upside down, strung that way, so strung the correct way, and plays upside down. And some of the licks and different phrasings he gets are so like mind-boggling, because he's pretty much thinking of everything backwards. When he plays like a certain thing, like it's just the way it descends, like his descending notes, and yeah, you just gotta hear him too. So Eric Gale, saw him at NAMM, got to meet him for the first time. That was really awesome. Killer ass guitar player. Like I said, I couldn't believe I saw him in person, and he was ripping it with Kingfish, who's also a great guitar player. So yeah, I would say them. So them two or three right there. I got two more. Two more. It's hard, man. It's hard. There's so many great guitar players. I would say Guthrie. Guthrie. I don't know how to say his name exactly, but Guthrie Govan. Govan. He's like a. I don't know where he's from. Forgot. That guy's the overall like virtuoso. That guy can play anything. Anything. Unbelievable player. I mean, he's playing since he was like 4. Look up him. That guy will just same thing, blow your mind. Make just he'll kind of make you want to quit. If I'm being honest with you, but great guitar player. Just mind-boggling. So him. And then for my fifth, top of my head, I gotta say, fifth guitar player, man. Just so many. Oh, Paul Gilbert. Love Paul Gilbert, man. Like I said, it's just I mean, because I like the speed, I like all that stuff. I like the technical parts, but I like people that have the soulfulness to their playing still. Even if they're playing fast, there's still some like melodic melodies. I got to burp. Or something, there's still something there. It's not just like going on forever. And he's also virtuoso. He can play everything. He plays blues, like rock, country. I mean, that guy's unbelievable. He has a whole online class too and teaches people. Just seems like a really cool guy. So I would say those are my top 5 in the moment, just thinking about it. I'm sure I'll come up with people later. What is your musical background / bands? Musical background / bands. This video seems like it's going to be kind of long, so I might do a part 2. I'm going to stop it here, but I don't know if this will be the end. But if it is, thank you for your questions. And I'm sorry, this is kind of a long video. I don't really know what the max minute on YouTube is, but there's still a few more questions, so I'm just going to start a new clip. All right, guys? You didn't see that.